So we've got the picks already settled.
No time for theory crafting. Oh no, it's platinum. All right.
And Reese.
And Reese. Okay, cool. I know what's going on in half this table. I don't remember if I've made this joke on recording already, but yeah, for reference, I'm bad at like resolving platinum board states. Uh, I well, okay, I know I've made this joke on stream. I'm not sure if I've made reference to this, and I say a joke. It's not actually a joke. I am actually bad at figuring out what the board state is once platinum has like 2 boosts in play that modify range. Well, modify range in weird ways. Also, I'm zooming in on these cards, and platinum looks suspiciously like Tau. Okay, they are changing the references.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Before retreat 2. One of the only before retreat effects in the game. Before pull 2.
Yeah. As you might expect, like a lot of the players, I don't think Serp is particularly experienced with early seasons, so I'm sure they were recommended to try Reese, probably by Blue, probably by others as well, because everyone loves Reese.
Yeah, everyone loves Reese. He's a Shoto.
But we will see, how well they're able to execute the Reese Exceed game.
He's a Shoto with, like, almost as much advantage as Rio. You know. Maybe. Sometimes more. Yeah. I have thrown... I don't think I've done all 6 in a row, but I have thrown 5 consecutive advantages as Rio before. It's a little silly. Magical Cat Hair.
I forget this came up recently. I forget in what context, but the blue shadows just are the ones with the advantage. It seems like you got the Reese, the Ryu, the Kai.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah. To be fair, he's definitely the red Shoto, even though he's the blue Shoto.
That's fair.
All right, Magical Cat Hammer +1 range, +1 speed. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I felt like that was the telegraph, right? You have this massively above curve thing that avoids everything. It even outspeeds the fast ballista.
Yep.
You just sort
of... And this is how you make a mix-up out of it, because if you're never willing to play the block, they never have to play the spike, and if they never have to play a spike, you can't beat anything else.
Yep. Alright, so Platinum's cleanup effect reveals top card of her deck at the end of a strike. It is optional, mind you, but this is Reggie. So every strike, going to reveal the top card of the deck, and if it has continuous boost, put it into play and sustain it, so it'll apply to the next strike. Otherwise, discard it. Now, I said it's going to happen every strike. That's actually not fair. Once Platinum is low on deck and has a pretty good idea of what's left in her deck, I'm expecting the player to count cards and decide, okay, we have kind of the other side of this.
The inverse. Though we get grappler movement, so I think Reese probably likes that. I think Platinum is more able to just kind of stack boosts and eventually threaten something out of these long ranges.
That's odd, though. This time, actually, Platinum didn't use her cleanup effect, so I guess I was just wrong.
Yeah, that's surprising to me. Maybe she has a particularly good setup in hand. Like, this boost is strong when you're in this exact board state.
Yeah, it's +2 speed with no downside. +2 speed when you contested and then immediately teched. And then in this one's immediately... Alright, good volley. Speed, tech, back to neutral. Platinum initiating.
Reese defending
good
with... Oh, good trade for Reese.
Yep, he's
steals back the advantage.
Yeah, puts himself in the corner. Probably not a huge problem, especially because we just saw a cross go down. And he has advantage, so he can do something about it if he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah. And Reese, being a Season 1 character, very much likes to get that Exceed side.
Yes.
This is 1 gauge closer to hitting that magical 3 gauge number.
Oh!
And this will be the 3rd gauge with a clean spike win.
Yep. Now, he could spend 1 gauge to gain advantage, but that would cost him the ability to go right into his Exceed mode. So, to no one's surprise.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Like you were saying, Reggie, I would have expected to using his ability.
Yeah. I definitely thought we would see Platinum's ability, like, every strike until the deck was low, and we are not seeing that. It is conceivable that the player has forgotten, but I'm going to assume otherwise. Prepare. Okay, both players building up to 7 cards in hand before the violence is unleashed. I say that because I'm fully confident that we're going to see aggressive play in the near future. That is the natural bent of each of these characters, and also, I think, of at least one of these players.
Yep. And Reese, of course, very scary advantage range, especially now that he's in a Succeed mode. Platinum, for her part, sitting on 3 gauge, which means she's very close to threatening all sorts of nonsense. If she can get her 4th gauge in particular, or no, she can Exceed with just 3, but she probably doesn't Exceed.
Yeah, her current, she cares about what's in her gauge for Exceed, and this doesn't work. Reading Grasp Wild Swing, looking for a stray hit to just convert into some nonsense Reese advantage chain, since if he stuns, he gains advantage, and he gets extra power for initiating. Completely fails, but since this is a Wild Swing, Platinum does not have a reliable response. Okay,
Yep.
playing the
There's the
focus. Saying that's
focus.
not the second
One spike
spike.
is down, so that's
Yeah.
fairly safe.
Oh yeah,
And
focus
yeah,
is great
good
here.
trade for platinum.
Yep. She'll take 0. She'll hit back for 4. The after draw, and then will we now is exactly when I think platinum needs to use her ability, because getting free boost in play while Reese is advantage chaining. Well, I say that, she has double edge boost though.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. There you go. It's good to go, if your opponent is advantage chaining you, but you can, during their strike, put a boost into play. That's pretty useful. Okay. And yeah, we saw that hands. Oh, 2 copies of Miracle Gene. Okay.
Yep. Which, not
What?
the current board save
Oh.
for it, probably.
Second reading. Gonna punish. Yep. Here we are with
Yeah.
6 power? Yes. Yes.
Yep, 6 power.
That'll stun, gain advantage, move 1, gets Reese out of the corner. This is Reese things. Alright, Platinum again looking for answers on top of deck.
And despite this card not having printed advantage on it, exceed side Reese on the opponent gains advantage.
Yep, whenever he stuns. So he has advantage because he stunned that spike. This is an interesting boost to have in play. Reese needs to do something. Probably going to initiate again. He will just continue to have power every turn, which obviously makes it easier to stun. This is the classic Reese gameplay. Oh, he has no range 1 ignore armor though, so this is very, very safe. Yeah, just responding
Makes
with block.
sense, yeah. On the other hand, pretty low value strike for the Platinum, because we saw Platinum's hand get stripped of all its good defensive options at this range over the last 2 strikes. This was, okay, Dream Sally was still alive, but 5 guard is quite scary into Reese initiating.
Yeah, 5 guard against Exceed Reese is rough. You are hard calling out something like a cross or, well, grasp, I guess. Though it doesn't do very well there. Okay. Yep, so Reese pushes, then Platinum pulls with her effect. Now she's using her ability at the end of the strike. Oh, that's very good. Oh, that's kind of weird here, actually, but it is good.
This does make,
oh, no.
nice Miracle Gene.
Oh,
9
no, it's
speed.
Miracle Gene.
Yep. So this is a pretty good strike.
That's
It's very
speed
hard
7.
for Reese to do something about this.
It's speed 7. It avoids checkmate despite the player is in fact just revealing it. It's like, yeah, it's this. Okay, so she's going to pay 4 gauge, then retreat 2. Well, I guess the order is your choice, but yeah, retreat 2, and then put probably 2 continuous boosts into play with the discard pile, and then sustain everything. I'm guessing Cat Hammer and Fierce.
One is Cat Hammer again. Cat Hammer.
+1 and 2 range, and +1 speed. Hey, there it is.
That would be good. Yeah, that makes sense. I was about to say this altar is amazing. Puts like lots of stats into play, but the one thing is it will sustain the magical missile, which is potentially not ideal. But the Cat Hammer.
Yep, kind of fixes the awkwardness there, because now, in addition to before retreat, you have extra range, so they sort of negate each other. Also,
now
the player just
Platinum sitting.
used their ability to add light. Oh no.
Yep, sitting on +5 speed, plus range, +2 power. Reggie loves Dramatic Sammy, and Dramatic Sammy would be speed 7 at this range right now if he were to play it.
If he has it, he's playing it. If he doesn't, he's playing what he has. But because you don't want to waste this setup. All right, that's reasonable. That checkmate is not going to go anywhere. Reese, by the way, initiating with Wild Swing almost certainly just to diffuse this entire setup, seeing that Platinum has no hands. And indeed, yeah, this is going to basically soften this entire setup. Platinum gets her
still
choice
hits for
positioning,
6. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so she retreats, and then she discards the retreat boost to gain +2 power for a total of 6. Reese has to pay some resources. Also, it was Reese's turn, so Platinum may well get another boost into play, and also will be able to decide what to do on the next turn. All right.
I wonder. I would have been considered being greedy and not playing the projectile, just depending on how many cards in my deck hit there. Just because you have so many stats, anything's going to work.
Yeah, you're at range.
Anything
3.
that actually hits is going to work.
Oh, it would have been the Sammy.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been devastating. All right, well,
it's a shame.
The save
Platinum
from
has.
Overlord tool. Yeah.
Platinum has basically equal. Well, Reese is still in the scary state, but Platinum back with resources. Both players low on hand size.
And Platinum's turn.
Platinum.
So it's not going to be another Reese initiative. Yeah. Yeah, I think like Reese, when the first 2 or 3 turns after exceeding, had immense pressure online, and Platinum has found her way out of that, but has yet to really obtain a strong advantage for herself. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Walk action. Oh, right, because it's still Platinum's turn. She hasn't done anything yet. Yeah.
Would love to see just like a change cards for probably,
I
and
fully
that's what
expect
we're
it.
gonna get by the looks of it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that makes a little more sense than exceeding. Exceeding kind of tempting, but those boosts were mediocre. Her exceed causes her to put her dispense cards into play as boosts, one at a time, like one per turn. But only two of those had continuous boosts. All right, now Reese is moving.
Yep.
Four spaces to range one. I mean, generally good range for him, but I don't know, without checkmate threat. Nah, no, it does make sense, yeah, because Platinum herself has pretty mediocre specials at range one. It's really just Happy Magica, and Happy Magica is already down.
Yep.
Or at least one of them is.
I wonder if there was also like it seems like depending on the cards in Reese's hand, I don't need to be concerned about Magical Bomb, but maybe there was just a little bit of what if Platinum crosses out and gets the extra value on
Mm-hmm.
Magical Bomb type of consideration as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, going to three also, like, going to three seems fine. He's perfectly reasonable at three. Going to two, little dicey because you might be giving her free value. Here, like, oh, okay, reshuffle action. Yeah, picking up Shining Layered Force, Natural Heats, with,
Well, most definitely we'll see the burst on that because Reggie both does not value Astral Heats that much, and because
you
that's
know,
an
no
empty
gauge.
gauge and that's a
Yeah,
4 gauge Astral.
that sure is a 4 gauge Astral, yep. Alright, Reese boost defend, bracing for the expected. Here's the burst. Draw two, take another action. Uh, strike with whatever, probably. Well, no, see, so the problem with losing a strike clean here is that Reese then gets to initiate with +2 power. Alright, let's see, he's just wild swinging. Okay. Amusingly, he gains advantage, but that doesn't actually matter.
Well, he does still get to. Well, yes, the advantage doesn't matter. He does still get to initiate with +2 power despite not
Ooh.
winning this cleanly, despite this being a trade that was slightly favoring Platinum.
Yeah,
It is Teresa's turn, and he's got his
that's
innate
true.
or his exceed ability
Whether
online.
it's more than slightly depends on. Okay, no continuous boost. But yeah, a checkmate was ripped out of hand, which is obviously very useful information for Platinum because it means she doesn't have to worry about checkmate being part of the range one mix-up, and that would be a 10 power ultra that can't be hit. So yeah,
I wonder if Reese was. We're kind of seeing the results of that walk action from a turn ago. Platinum
mm-hmm.
is way up on resources. I don't think we saw any ballistas go down. Maybe Reese could have instead considered just a big CC of his own, searching
Mm-hmm.
for like backstep and lunge, ballista, gallant
Oh,
defender,
speaking
something
of,
to get him
yeah,
in
with
more
no
efficiently.
ballistas down, I have a bad feeling about this wild swing. Um, I guess he still has probably a second Tatsu chivalry. But yeah, I would be reshuffling here, right? Like with no checkmate to threaten, I would be more interested in getting that back online, just because it is such a problem for opponents to filter. Um, Platinum may be more able than most to filter it, but okay. Players have checked discards, and the response from Platinum. Oh,
Oh, that
grasp
is
and a
very
grasp.
good for Reese. Yeah, because now he's got advantage. He's got the positioning he wants for that one card left in hand.
Yeah, and that was a 5 power
Presumably.
grasp, so she is down to 6 life. She's doubtless going to use her ability looking for an answer, though it could backfire.
Serp noted 5 speed normal assault slash enjoyer.
True.
If Serp plays that right now, well, the defend
Okay,
changes the
the
math
defend
slightly.
changes that significantly in that she will not simply die. Restriking with +2 power is threatening lethal a variety of ways. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think he has any spikes, so if Platinum can play defensive, she probably will. The risk there, of course, is that Reese might play a card that just has printed hit gain advantage on it, like Ballista.
Yep.
Hey, it's Ballista.
Which it is.
All
Oh,
right.
and it catches the cross too. That is really unfortunate.
Yep, she backs up. Here's the Ballista with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Does not kill, does stun, does gain advantage for various reasons.
Yep.
Reset range 1. I'm convinced that we're going to see a wild swing here.
Almost definitely. I think there is a reason to consider doing the CC5, but knowing the players, I fully expect the same.
Yep, waiting for the cleanup effects.
Fierce in play.
Fierce is good.
Doesn't help with the strike, but if you do manage
Yeah.
to win the strike, puts you that much closer to winning the game.
Yeah, Fierce is
pulling
good,
out
but
the
the
win.
second grasp being down is rough.
Yep. And yeah, Wild Swing just as you predicted.
Yep, 9 cards left.
There
but
is
probably more
still a
reasonable.
Ballista alive, so there is at least one miss in there. I also don't remember how many blocks we've seen on the side of Reese, so the odds might not be that great.
Yeah, but there's a fair chance that like it could just be something Like, I think he still has Gauntlet Flurry. I think he still has the second Nightwave.
Yep.
Like, there,
Possibly a second Chivalry as well.
I
I think
think
one
so
of
as
every
well.
special, really. Yeah,
I
one of
think I
every
think both Gauntlet
special.
Defenders been down. Because I think one was definitely using grappler movement. I'm not sure if the other, but I think I saw a second one go down. But yeah,
Okay,
probably one of every special. Maybe a Sovereign Glory. Definitely no checkmates. I remember noting those. There's the speed
that's a
6, and
Nightwave,
that's
and that's
lethal.
game.
Yeah, pretty hard to deal with. All right, Reese pressure doing its thing. Platinum not quite successfully slipping out from under its game to Reese, and that's the set. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Rose.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast. Next time, I would love to co-commentate a slower game than this one. This was a
Well,
struggle keeping up with
yeah,
the
yeah.
players,
No
the
time to take a
action-packed
breath.
Exceed gameplay.
Well, I'll be streaming again in half an hour. That is no pressure to participate, but more information for the viewers. For the time being, I'm going to close the stream down. Remember to drink water and stay hydrated. It's good for you.
Take care.